All right, what's up, y'all? Yeah, in the smoke with Keenan. It's your boy Keenan right here on YouTube. Not All Smoke 78 on Instagram. Not All Smoke on TikTok. And yeah, if you could tell by the little waves coming through, I got this Legacy fired up. And let me show you what I got. So we got a few things. As you can see, this is the main star of the show right here. I got some pork belly and I got some Pamana mixes, the Tocino, Filipino bacon, Lechon Liempo, pork belly seasoning. I had these bad boys seasoned overnight, as you can see. So they are nice and flavorful. And I rotated them throughout the night, and then rotated them in the morning just so it could distribute evenly. And then also, while we were at Frazier Farms, me and Tyrell did a little review on some products from Frazier Farms. This is one that I picked up, the chicken and bacon ranch sausage. So I got 2 packs of these. So we got 6 of those that's going to go on. And then also had a few fillets of some catfish that I'm going to dust in this Kinder's Cowboy Butter. And we're going to grill that off as well. It's my first time actually grilling some catfish. So a couple little fillets to practice with. And hopefully we don't get them to stick. So on to the smoke. So I'm loaded up here. The catfish I sprayed with a little bit of that duck fat and dusted it, sprinkled it with that damn Kinder's Cowboy Butter. We're going to glove up here. And we're going to take this foil and just clean off the grates from the previous cook. I brought the coals up so it could warm it up. And it's just real easy just to knock out some of the other smeckish from the other cook. And these grates is hot, boy. So we're going to lower them down. And I'm going to load this fish up first because I have a feeling this is going to be done first. So this is going to be a nice little snack, something to try. Never smoked catfish before, but hey, let's get her done. Wipe that off. Let's load up this pork belly. That Tocino mix, boy. There's some big chunks up in here. So we gotta pay attention to that. Avoid all kind of grease fires and all that good stuff. We're gonna put the bigger ones towards the middle where the heat is. And I'm definitely gonna spread these coals out so they can reach, spread them out so I get a nice even layer of coals for a nice even cook, baby. See, that piece is kind of thin, so we're gonna be definitely keeping an eye on this and all that because I don't want any accidents, and I don't know where I put my towel. Oh, shit, there it is. Wipe that off. Let's get this other one. I was contemplating on if I'm gonna do offset or just direct little heat like this. And I decided just to get a good little grill session on and work on perfecting fire management, avoiding catastrophes and stuff like that, which I'm pretty good at. So we're gonna keep that going. And we're just loading these up. Like that there. Just some room in between them. You can hear them sizzling already. Now, this is gonna be good. I already know it. Okay. So now we're gonna load up these chicken, bacon, and ranch sausages. I'm not a big fan of chicken sausages, I just don't like the way they yield. So I'm gonna put these here. Because I don't want fish dripping down on my sausages. So we're gonna layer these up pretty tight, and then when they start shrinking up, I know I have to move them around when they get, closer to done. Then I don't have to worry about raw juices contaminating food and all that. So, bam. All right. That is it, boy. That is it. Check this out. Yeah, we got it all loaded up, as you can see. Chicken, bacon, ranch sausages from Frazier Farms, some catfish that I had come in that frozen bag, that Great American brand. And this is some pork belly that I got from Costco. The redder side, Pamana Tocino mix. The browner side, the not so red side, that's the Lechon Liempo mix from Pamana. So, yeah, this is going to be amazing. But that's not all what I'm doing. Check this out. I got to throw a bag of that Ozark sugar maple. Not a bag, a couple chunks. So we lower the coals all the way down. And we're going to throw a couple, just 2 pieces. I got one that's kind of thicker. And then I got one that's not so thick. And we got to be safe. So we're going to throw on the Magna Chef. And get in there and kind of spread these coals around. Get that wood kind of in the middle. And just spread them out. Nice, even heat distribution. Fire management. That's what it's all about, to make sure you don't mess up your food. Hard work that you put into. So these fishes, I dropped my thing. I'm gonna slide over just a little bit, all the way to the end. So when I close this, they don't hit these sausages or drip nothing down on the sausage. Back in a minute. All right, let's see what's going on. Because I was up there about 275. And so far, so good. That wood didn't caught. We're just going to come out here and rotate to induce even cooking. And of course, I'm only going to take these so far and then wrap them up, because that's going to be the proper thing to do. So you see where my hot spot is, kind of right here in the middle. So we don't want that to burn. So most likely we're going to be paying attention to that. I'm gonna move the coals around just to break up that heat right there. But we're getting good color. This fish is coming along. I'm gonna flip these around. Those is coming along. So once we get the proper color that we want on these, I'm just gonna move these on top and just let them finish cooking on the radiant heat. But they're doing good. So we're gonna glove up with the Magna Chef. Chopping it up with my neighbor a little bit. But we're gonna spread these coals around just to make sure we got proper heatage and all that. So I know where my hot spot is. Okay, it's kind of in this area right up in here. And we're just going, fire management, man. I'm gonna close the damper some, put that right there. And we're gonna do the damn thing. So back in a minute. No, not back in a minute. I want to flip these fishes. And those are stiffening up, so coming along fine. The season stayed on there. That's pretty cool. So sprayed them bad boys with that duck fat and let them do their thing. So we got a lot of fats dropping. You know, some of the best animals to eat, chicken and pig. And we're gonna let it do its thing. So back in a minute. So we out here fire management. You know, pork fat, greasy. So we expect a little flare up, but we just got to be careful. You got to know what you're doing. You got to rotate your meat, making sure that it's getting even cooking. You know, like I said, some of these pieces was pretty fat, so it wasn't too evenly cut. This one I'm gonna put back here because I know that's gonna be done quick. But we're just rotating, keeping it going, letting that fire burn out. Everything going good underneath. I'm not worried about nothing right now. I'm gonna actually turn this one over to break down some of that fat cap right there, as well as this one. Some of them got some big fat caps on there, like that one. So we're just gonna do that. This one right here. And I'm gonna move these coals around. That catfish is done right there, looking good. Trying not to let the foil bright all up. Chicken sausages is looking good. I'm moving these away from the pork. We're gonna do that. And then with this pork, since some of it is getting a little bit more color than what I want, not really, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not worried about nothing. It's just like cooking big ass pieces of bacon right now. So proper fire management, not panicking. Let's see, that's good color. I don't care what anybody say. So I'm gonna flip that one over. That one's almost done, so that's gonna be our sampler piece. And we're gonna keep it pushing. So let's start evaluating a few on color, which ones we wanna move to the top and let them do their thing. So I wanna get a little bit more color on these right here. So I'm gonna move these off to the side. And this is another one that belongs in that group right there. We turn that back down. We start rearranging and working with it. And I got the coals all the way down. So that is becoming amazing. So we're gonna sit that right there. This piece is almost done. That's gonna be a sampler right there, boy. That's gonna be a good sample piece. Put some of these bigger ones over here. Some of these smaller ones, let them break down. So let's close this lid and let them do their thing for a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Let's let that hang out up there. Back in a minute. Before I go, try a piece of this catfish here with the spray with the duck fat and dusted with Kinder's Cowboy Butter. I think I'm gonna put those on a little bit longer for my personal thing. You know, it's just past done, but I want it a little tighter. Back in a minute. All right, so I done pretty much got all the grill and smoke I wanted on them, thanks to that damn sugar maple is amazing. So we're gonna pull these bad boys and wrap them. And I definitely got the smoke on them that I wanted. And I'm not about to load up any more charcoal. I'm going to finish these jokers off in the oven in a pan. No shame in my game, baby. None whatsoever. Look at that. Good color. Amazing. I had the other ones kind of stacked on top of each other, sitting off on an indirect style, the Lechon Liempo ones. And boy, I had a little sample piece, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this is fire. Now with the chicken sausages, I'm gonna leave out here a little bit longer, and I'm gonna come out and temp them. But I had them off to the side right there, cooking on the indirect type deal, not directly over some flame. So I'm gonna let this residual heat finish those off. I got the coals lowered low, so that should be fine. And I'm gonna let those finish off, and I'm gonna come out and temp them after I get these pork bellies situated. So I'm gonna put them in a pan with a little butter, and that's about it. And let them do their thing. Back in a minute. All right, so we done. Had about, I don't know, grilled these bad boys up like a good maybe hour and a half. Had them out there on some smoke, kind of hot and fast. Had the coals up pretty high at one point, and then I had them all the way lower. But the amount of fat that was in the pork belly, you know, that kept the coals burning. And I got no higher than 325, I think, and that was it. So I definitely maintained that heat. That sugar maple wood brought it. Love the smell of that wood. And then I came in here and finished these bad boys off in the oven for like another hour and a half. So a total of 3 hours all together. And that looks amazing right there. That is the, I believe that's the Liempo one. Let's see if I'm right. I could tell because I remember that piece right there was the Liempo one. Yeah, I was right. So this is the Tocino right there. Yeah. So this is that one. And the one next to it, to my right, is that one right there. So these bad boys did some justice. I know the trend now is doing your pork belly and then frying it. I don't feel like going through that right now, but I will do a cook about that and make me some good old guacamole and everything. But let's let these bad boys cool off, and then we're going to be back with a plate. Yeah, before I go make a plate, let them cool off. I had to get a close-up. Got some good color on there, good grill smell. Definitely smell the smoke from the Keenan's charcoal. Legacy is just getting better. I definitely would do a follow-up on what it's been like using the Legacy for the past couple years and adding the firebox. There is some pros and cons, so I will be posting a video about that. But yeah, just had to show that up close. So we done. These bad boys sit. This is the Tocino mix. That is the Lechon Liempo mix. And that is the chicken bacon ranch sausage. Very good. I already tasted it. But I got to taste some on camera to let y'all know what's happening with it. But with this pork belly, you know, yeah. Yeah. See that? See that? Yeah. Right through. Let's get a bite. Well, I want to show you the other one too. Hold on. Before I get a bite. Straight through. Straight through. In case you thought I was lying, or you said, oh, only was one that was tender. No. No. They're both. Okay, so let's get a little taste test here. You know, I'm going to be full transparent. This is the third time I did this damn outro. First two times, damn mic kept cutting off in the middle of it. Had to charge it up. Didn't know. You don't find that shit out until after you go back and listen to what you did and then realize you're just basically like a silent movie. So this is the Tocino mix. I didn't damn near finish the plate. But hey, the pork belly with the Tocino mix is amazing. I'm going to throw that in there just like that. That is good. That is very good. As you can see, glistening. That's fat side up. That's fat side down. Extremely, extremely amazing. It's sweet. You got that annatto seed in there. You give it that color. This is my jam. This is my jam right here. I done use this a variety of ways. Go and travel through that channel. You'll see what's up. Check out that pork playlist. Now the other one was the Lechon Liempo. Now I didn't bought that out of Seafood City, the Filipino market here. The Lechon Liempo, and it was good. But I ain't gonna lie, that shit ain't coming out tender like that. The bomb, the bomb, and these are all you need. These seasons are very, very flavorful. I wouldn't recommend adding anything to it unless you're doing a long cook or you're doing some kind of braising where you got to add liquid. Then I understand adding something to it, but by themselves, they do you a lot of justice. I worked that down, boy, without choking. Sausage, chicken bacon ranch sausage from Frazier Farms, very good. Heavy, not heavy, but very pronounced. The dill comes through. Not strong, but it's like a very nice mellow note of dill in there. I'm not getting any bacon, but texture-wise, you can tell something up in there to go with the chicken and give it a good texture of a sausage without it being too emulsified. That's why I don't like chicken sausages, because they're just like bad bologna. But they left it kind of chunky. You definitely could taste the chicken. Tastes like it's some dark and probably some white meat in there. Got a little smoke ring on that bad boy. Smoke penetrated, gave it a nice little pink hue. And you could tell that it is something else in there to help give it that sausage feel on a thicker, kind of coarser grind. So very good. And then also I had 3 pieces of catfish. Very small. Don't know why they were that small. But, I'm getting back into eating catfish, and sprayed those with duck fat and coated them with this Kinder's Cowboy Butter. Came out really good. The seasoning stuck to it. The smoke, the sugar maple wood gave it a nice sweet smell, taste to it. It wasn't real strong like if you used to use hickory or mesquite or something. But it was very mellow. The charcoal, the Kingsford helped out with that to bring some savoriness to it and to help balance out the sweet and savory mixture between the rub and the wood, the sugar maple wood. So very good, interesting cook. Kind of a not last minute thing, but it was something that I had planned and I wanted to do. Had to wait for this rain to clear up, and it did. And I got busy. All right. Y'all be cool out there. Don't forget to like, comment, share this video. Subscribe to the channel. Check me out on Instagram, Not All Smoke 78, Not All Smoke on TikTok, right here on YouTube, In the Smoke with Keenan. And also check out that Black Smoke Barbecue podcast. All right. Y'all be cool. One.